Hello everyone, I'm Karatunga Joseph again, and I'm here to take you through today's item. So the instruction says, load a file saved as myschool.accdb and carry out the following. So part A, we shall rename the file as our name and personal number. So the first thing to do, you'll come on desktop, you right click, you go to new, then folder, you create it as your name and personal number. So thereafter, we shall go to the support files folder and we look for the file saved as my school. Okay, we right click on it, copy, we close, we come to our folder and open it. Then after opening, we right click and paste our file. So we come on our file, we right click, we rename as our name and personal number. Okay, then after renaming as our name and personal number, we open our file. So once it is open, you always enable content first. Okay, after enabling content, we can see we have a students table here. I can open and see we have student name, student ID, student name, sex, date of birth, and level. Okay, we move now to the next question. Part B, make the following changes in design view of your table. Then they're saying student ID should be in the format of UG 08-2001-000. The date of birth should have a format of day, month, and year. Describe each field in your database table. Okay. So I'll come to view, datasheet, view. Okay, I mean view, design view. So after going to design view, I'll come in the data type for the student ID. There is auto number. I come in the format. I changed to the one they instructed me to. So I will open quotes. I put UG hyphen 08 hyphen 2001. Then I put closing quotes. I put a hyphen 000. Then the date, I will come here and I click on the format. I look for long date. Then they told me to describe each field. So here I can describe the student ID, maybe for identification. Then here the student name, student's biological name. Then the sex, I will put either male or female. The date, I will put the date of birth, I will put date when the student was born. Then the level, I will put either ordinary or advanced level. Okay, then after describing, I can click on save. Then I click on view, datasheet, view. So I can see now my table. The column width is small, so I come here, I double click to enlarge the same to the date of birth field. come here, I double click. Okay, then I save changes. I can close my table. For now, they are saying insert a caption gender in the field containing sex. So I will come and I right click, I come to design view, I come to the field containing sex here, I come to caption, I put gender as the caption, then I save changes and I close. Okay, create a form which should be having the following layout. Okay, the title is data entry form, the background is red, the footer is today's date. So I'll come to create form wizard. I'll use students table. I take all its fields, I click on next. I'll choose a tabular layout, next. Data entry form is the title. Then I will modify the form's design such that it takes me to the design view directly. Okay, I can close the property sheet here. So they want my form to have a red background. I will Control A to highlight all the fields. I come to format, then I come to background color here, I choose red. Okay, then also the form should have a footer of today's date. So I'll come to design, I come to date and time, I click, I remove the time, I need only date. I can use this format, I click OK. So I'm seeing the date function has appeared in the form header, but I need it in the footer, so I will come and enlarge the footer. I click here once, it will be having that outline of that color, then I move, drag and drop it here in the footer. Then I save changes, I click on view, form view. So you can see also my field for student ID is too small, I will enlarge it. My date is there, down, my background is red. So let me go back and enlarge. I click on design view. So I come to student ID here, I highlight these two fields. So before let me enlarge this for student. Student's name, okay. I will enlarge it this way. Then I come on this and I increase it here. I save changes, I go to form view. So now my field, my work is fitting in properly. Okay, I can close. I move to the next question. They are saying add a new field in your form to contain a field name age. Hence use the unbound field to determine age of each student. Okay, so I'm going to come and I right click on the form, design view. I can first close the property sheet, I enlarge to create space for a new field. I come to the text box, I come and draw it here. So it comes with this and the word text. So I come on this text, I click, I right click, I come to the layout, I change its layout to a tabular since I'm using a tabular form. Okay, then after I can click on text alone, I move it somewhere here. Okay, I can move this around here. So I'll write in the word age. So in the unbound field, it's where I'll calculate from. So I click in the unbound field, I come to property sheet. Here on control source, which is under data, I will come on the three dots. It takes me to builder. So to calculate the age in the form I will use the date diff function, that date difference. I double click, open quotes. I'll put y 4 times to represent the year. I close quotes, I put a comma. So I come here in the expression categories, I look for the word date of birth but without the word label. So this one has label, I look for date of birth without label. It is here. I double click on it, I put a comma, then I come to common expressions here, I select current date and I close brackets, then I click OK. Thereafter I save changes, I click on view, form view, so you can see the edge is there now for all my people. Okay, this one was born in 2000, now he has 25 years. Okay, we move on to the next question. They are saying design 3 queries that should return students who were born in December, save it as December. Okay, so I'll close my form first, come to create query design, I will add the table, I close, I double click here, I take all the fields. So I need people who were born in December. So I will come in a new field here, I go to builder, so I write, I will use a function called date part. Okay, you can double click on it, I open quotes, I write M which stands for the month, I put a comma, I come in my database Karatunga Joseph, I come in the tables under my database, then I look for the table which I will use, that is students table. I look for the field name called students date of birth. Okay, then I put a comma, I come to afterwards, let me remove the comma, I can close brackets here, I click OK. Okay, then expression 1, I remove the word expression 1, I can write there month, then I come in criteria here under month, I write 12 meaning December is the 12th month of the year, so I write 12 here, then I run my query. So I can see they are bringing a new field, but the dates here they are bringing month. Okay, then I can close and I save this as December, then I click OK. Then we go to the next question. They're saying create another query to return students whose second name begin with letters A to D. Save the query as A to D. Okay, so to create such a query, we shall come to create query design. I will take all the fields for the students table, double click, I drag and drop here. Okay, so I come in the student's name, then on criteria under student's name, I will say like space, I open quotes. So I need those whose second names start with names from A to D. So I will put star. Star stands for the first name now, space, so I'm going to the second name. I open the square brackets, I put A to D, I close the square brackets, I put another star, then I close quotes. So A to D star means the second names beginning with A to D, after them there are other characters, that is the second star. The first star stands for the first name, then the space is the space between the first name and the second name. Okay, then I can run my query. So I can see the second names we have Daughter, Desire, Boomba, Dora, David, Baba, Dungu, Bossa, Dan, Ambrose. So that's how we do it. So then I can save my query. They said we save it as A to D. A to D, then I click OK. I can close it. I go to the another query. They are saying another query whose ID to return students whose ID is between 020 and 300, and we save the query as in between. Okay, so I'll come to create. This time around, let me use query wizard. I use a simple query wizard. I click OK. I'm using the students table here. I will take all the fields. Click on next. Next, I will name this as in between. In between. Okay, then I will modify the queries design and I finish. Okay, so they are saying whose student ID is between 20 and 300, so I will put greater than symbol greater than 020 and less than 300. I click anywhere, then I run my query, so I can see we have 21, 021, 022, 020 up to 041. So it brings all those who are in that range. Then I can save my query as in between. We have already saved that. So I move to the next part G. They are saying create a report having all the records on one sheet. Save the report as all doc. Okay, so I'll come to create report wizard. I will use the students tab. I take all its fields. I click on next. There is no grouping I want. I click next. They don't want sort, but for now I'll use a tabular. I click on next. So they are saying we name it all doc. All doc. Okay, then I will modify, then I finish. So when I modify, it takes me to the design view. So they are saying the report should have the following details: a good red line border. So the good red line border will come in, and I press Ctrl A to highlight all the fields. And then I come to format. I come to shape outline. I choose red color. Okay. Thereafter, the next question, it should have a count of all the records it holds. Okay. So I'll come here in the footer. I can enlarge. I come to design. I draw a text box. I can drag to draw. I'll put here in the text. I'll write there count of records. I can remove this word text 13. Okay, then in the unbound field, I'm going to enlarge it. So here I'm going to count from here. So I will put a function equals count. I open brackets. I put a star, and I close brackets. Okay. Then I move to the next. Group and sort your records in the order of level A to Z. Okay. So I'll come here and I say add a group. I'm going to group by level with A on top. Okay. Then I'm going to add a sort, still by level. Still on the sort, it will be A on top. The group is A on top, or even the sort is A on top. Okay, that is done. Let me first see. Then they're saying add a title, consolidated marks. So I will remove this title, all doc here. I put consolidated marks. Okay. Then after, they are saying add a new field where you will add. Let me first check for so far what we've done. I can save and come to form view. So we can see we have a red line border, and our work is grouped. The first level here is A throughout. Then the second grouping is for O level. But our field for student ID is too small, so we shall have to enlarge it. Design view. So design view will come here. The student ID field here. Okay. So I will come and reduce this field for student name. Okay, around here. Then I enlarge the field for student ID. Okay. I save changes. So if I go to form view, now my fields are okay. Okay. So we move to the next question. They are saying we add a new field where we shall add the field name section. In the unbound field, add comments as follows. So if the level is O, the comment is the scholar. If the level is A, the comment is borders. Okay. Then after we shall print our work. Okay, how do we do this? So we shall come to view, design view of our report. So we are going to add a new field, meaning I create some more space for the new field here. So I come and I draw a text box. I can draw it here. So I change its layout to a tabular layout. Okay, here I can put the field name as section. Then in the unbound field, it's where I'm going to calculate from. So I come to property sheet. I click on the three dots on control source. So here we use the if function, but if with double I. So I'll put if double I. Okay. And like in Excel where we use single I open quotes mean brackets, then I open. The expression is if, then I come in expression categories. I look for the level without the word label. If level, I double click, is equal to O. I put a comma, then I open quotes. That if the level is O, those people are the scholars. So I put the scholar. I close quotes. I put a comma. The false part, that if the level is not O, then those ones are borders. So I put borders. Okay, then I close quotes and I close the brackets. I click OK. Thereafter, I can save and I come to form view. So they're asking me for the parameter value. I'll put like O, click OK. So these ones who are in A level, they are borders, and our field name is section here. Okay, so these ones in O level, they are the scholars. That's how we comment in Microsoft Access database. So the remaining part is printing. When printing in database, you print each item per item. Like you can begin with printing the table, you click on it, you come to file, print. So you can first check on the print preview and see. So all my work is there. Then you command printing. Okay, thank you so much for attending today's item. So more videos are coming regarding Word, Excel, PowerPoint database. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. Amen.